everyone, welcome to OWTV and Boomstocks, and today I'm joined by Tama, who is Team Vision. Thanks for this OWCS EMEA Stage 3. How are you, Tama?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, of course. Really happy to have you again for this interview for OWTV. Now, you've been able to play some games in OWCS, facing some great teams. Actually, good results. I think we can present it this way, Tama. Lost against Alcatia, kind of expected. One against Goud Guys, one against Genji, yeah, if I remember well. How do you feel about your performance?
I mean, it's expected. Like you said, it's like Alcatia. Maybe we shouldn't have 3-0'd, like lost 3-0. But against Genji, on the other hand, we won 3-0 and it was like equally as close. So from the expectations, you can't complain. But obviously, we want a little bit more than that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how much more do you want? How much more do you want? Like, what could fill your expectations?
We want to be top 3. Right now, we are solid 4th place. Like, I mean, we have to see. I don't know how strong Peps is. Like, we haven't played them at all, but other than that, we should be top 4. But there's still a gap that we need to close to like the top 3 teams, definitely.
Indeed. I mean, you're a young team, just got promoted to WCS. It takes time. It takes time. Of course, you know, Tama, a lot of talks before the game against KroxZ and Violet. People were expecting the chat match to be very noisy. What did you guys decide to do before the game?
I don't think anyone is like, nobody in our team cares about the match chat. Like, I think I had everyone muted from the start. Like the second we joined into lobby, KroxZ is like posting some copy pasta. I think I can't even remember, but I just muted the chat because there's like no way.
Was it a team move or just?
I have no idea. Only thing I saw is when I typed GGs at the end, I saw Violet typing GG easy. Like in the match itself, we only gave them like opportunities by making mistakes ourselves. Like, I think especially when it comes to like the escort map, for example, like on King of the Hill, when they play aggressively or they play this like 2 flags and Roadhog and all of that stuff, like if you make mistakes, they're gonna punish you for it. But on like the escort map, for example, it's just there was like a big gap, I think, in game knowledge and stuff like that. So it wasn't as clean as we wanted it to be, but we can fix a lot of mistakes that we made in the match. Like,
yeah, would you see that you got out of this game with lessons learned?
Yeah, I think so.
You got 2 new players among the team of Cookies, Scyle. After those 3 first matches, how do you feel about their introduction?
We changed a lot. Like, we change who plays, what support and stuff, and we change if we play hit scan or what hit scan we play or what style of comp we play. Like, we change around a lot. They're definitely like really nice players to play with, because especially like Scyle wants he's really active in the voice chat after and in the scrim to get everyone on the same page, for example. They're putting in a lot of work to improve. Like, they're asking the Koreans what to do. They want to be on the same page with everyone. They want to communicate, and they really, really want to improve team play as well. And it's been honestly really nice to see like that kind of work ethic from them.
Yeah, so great environment, you would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's really good. That looks really healthy. Of course, so good environment. Is it a better environment that you had last season, maybe in First League Master?
I mean, it's easy to have a good environment when you're winning everything in Faced Masters, and now we're kind of. I mean, we're scrimming like the VP and Alcatia and Twisted Minds all the time, and the scrim results aren't too great, and we're like testing a lot. And when somebody dies to like Lapta pre-fight headshot rail, then it's like, okay, maybe it's a little bit tilting because like sometimes they just roll over you, but we like spend our time well, I think, is getting more, like, everybody's getting more used to each other, and it's like more efficient than at the start. I think, like, the practice itself, like, we stay in VC afterwards, we instantly do like a VOD after the scrim, fix a lot of things, talk to each other. Like, in game you can only see like your POV, so you're not really sure what the problem is. But if you go into the replay afterwards, everybody can say what they think, and everybody like works hard to improve, like, as a team. That's really great, honestly.
Can I talk about a lot about improvement? Is there already any specific points that you or the team know that you need to work on?
I think it's like trust related. Like, for example, first fight, like the first fight rollout, where everybody has to be at the start of the game, because we come from like worse teams, quote unquote, where you can't really trust your team to do such a like good job at like marking the enemies and holding space and stuff like that. So we can definitely play more confident. I think that's like something we can work on. And honestly, we cannot just die sometimes. It's like more a concentration issue, I think, more than anything. Or like get like lost in like a side fight duel and just die. But there's like all the like the hard parts of the game are actually pretty easy. Like stuff like the ult fights and all of that. Like, game knowledge wise, we're not far behind anyone. I think it's more like micro and positioning and confidence and stuff like that, and maybe timings.
How confident are you now about the top 4, top 3 after those games? You kind of told us that it was a secure top 4. What about like what do you still need to do to actually secure a top 3?
I mean, top 4 is pretty safe, I think. I mean, there's still we played Gen G at the very start, and they're also a new team, so I think we shouldn't like the for top 4 the rivals are like Peps and Gen G, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a tier break again. So we just need to be careful to not lose sight of them, or to still have them on the radar as rivals, because they can actually improve a lot, and I think they're working as hard as we do. And for top 3, we definitely need more. Like, the trajectory right now we're having is just being top 4 and beating Gen G and Peps. We need to improve faster, I think, to actually break into the top 3. Because there's, like I said before, there's like still a gap, I think, between us and the top 3 teams.
Yeah. How big is the gap in your opinion?
Honestly, we have like some phases where we stick to, for example, the dive comp, and it actually looks really promising. And then we scrim against like a VP or something, and they roll out on some Reaper comp, and it's absolutely unplayable. And then we have to change to a new comp, and then every scrim is just lost again. So I think if we find our comp and our like play style, and then we can stack like on top of that with like the improved team play and stuff, then it's actually really doable, to be honest.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue. When you're a young team, find a strong identity that makes you able to reach the victories against the big dogs. Do you feel like the work with the coach already pays off?
Yes, I think it's super helpful. Like, not even only the coach, but like anything that anyone says on a team is like helpful for me. Even like Scyle and Cookie, even though they're like EMEA players, like, of course there's so much knowledge about the game too. Putting it all together as a team in the moment is like the hard part. Like, we have no problem figuring out like what the problem is and what we want to change afterwards, but in the moment we need to have like the right comp structure and need to translate everything into gameplay as well.
I mean, okay, so no difficulties finding the problem. Now we need to correct the issues. That might be the most difficult part.
Like, we're correcting so many issues every time, and we just make new problems that we have to fix again. If we keep improving like that, we're gonna catch up, I think, to the top 3 teams, but it needs to stay like this.
Okay, so you're confident about the fact that you will be able to catch up with the big dogs?
I think we will, yeah.
Yeah. It's important. Nice mentality. Let's say a bit more about the games specifically, especially the ones against Good Guys, ended on a 3-1 score. First, Lijiang, the map that you lost. You started with Zarya versus Hazard, then swapped to Mirror. Were you expecting a different comp from Good Guys?
We thought they were just gonna run it down on Lucia comp, to be honest. But they played 2 flags, and as Zarya, you're kind of in that counter dive style. So you want to maybe do something with your venture and then force the enemies to come to you first and kind of play slow and absorb the dive. But they just like split across the entire map and played 2 flags, and we were kind of not in the right mindset for that.
Okay, so it just could not work with Zarya at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we were like really, really banking on just playing counter dive. Like I even played D.Va on Junkertown, which I normally don't really do, because we were so confident if we just play to stay alive, play slow and wait for mistakes, and play like to punish KroxZ, for example, that is going to be way easier.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Like, KroxZ, talking about KroxZ, on Night Market, he played Hog. Kind of struggled against it, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I think there was, we played against a bunch of Hog recently, to be honest, like even in scrims. I think it's not too bad, but I don't know, we just had like, we made so many like individual mistakes, and there was just a bunch of like stupid things happening, to be honest. This is something that shouldn't happen if you're trying to get into the top 3, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's for sure. How do you rank Good Guys compared to Quick Esports, to Team Peps, these kind of teams?
I mean, they are not as bad as I think they are. Like in my head, Peps and Genji are still above them. I'm not sure. Like they actually weren't too bad team play wise, but like at a certain point, the individual level and that they have like not that much experience is like hurting them. When it gets like messy and all of my players just have aimbot and just kill them, it's kind of hard to win. But maybe they're actually not as bad as I think.
From you guys, we saw a lot of Kiri Lucio, some Kiri Wuyang. Do you feel like it's the strongest backline you can get with the actual meta?
I think Kiri Wuyang looks pretty good. Lucio Kiri still looks pretty good.
With Violet and Scyle as the backline, that must be. I mean, Kiri Wuyang must be amazing.
Yeah, and Violet is. I mean, we have this like ability to play 2 flags, but like just looking at Violet's performances on Lucio, like we can also just Lucio Kiri mirror. Like it's not that our backline is like the flexibility from our backline is like the smallest problem we have, honestly. Like it's not like we have to play 2 flag support to win. Like we're totally fine playing Lucio mirror and stuff like that. So
yeah, would you say that your backline is like kind of your advantage compared to the top teams?
Yeah, I think so. I think for a lot of teams they have to stick to main support, and I mean the problem is that 2 flex support struggle into D.Va, and D.Va is like really, really strong right now. So you have to work your way around like the bans and map selections and stuff like that to actually play 2 flex, and it's actually worth playing instead of just playing a main support instead. But we always have the threat in the back that like they need to think about that we have 2 flex supports, and they need to like ban accordingly so they don't get fucked over on like an escort map where we just have Ilaria or something on the off angle.
Also, I wonder, well, like, what's the team mindset after losing Lijiang Tower? What's happening in the voice chat? Like, are you stunned? Are you confident about the next? Yeah, well, what's happening?
Everybody, it was like general consensus that we just make mistakes and that they're actually not good and we should just win. Like, I think Violet said something like, use your brain or something. And we just win.
In a tilted way?
I mean, a little bit tilted, but it's like, you get, like, you know, it's not personal. You know, it's like, it's genuine advice and no filter, you know? I mean, to be fair, that was the problem. Like, we were just doing whatever. Like, just blindly following calls and just not using your brain, and that was the problem we fixed, and then we won. So no, I think we didn't lose confidence. We just had to lock in a little bit more, I think.
Lock in you did. Lock in on Junkertown especially. What changed from you guys? Just locking in?
We played Junkertown a lot. We have like an exact game plan of what to do. Like even if they switch to like Junker, Queen, or Orisa, or Symmetra, or stuff like that, like everybody just like calmed down and just played how we normally play, and it was like not even close, I think.
Then on Aatlis, back with the Zarya as matchup, what was so different from Lijiang Tower?
I mean, we were used to it. We also, I can't remember the bands, but we played, I think it was Lucio Mirror in the end. And I mean, we still made stupid mistakes, but we were playing more as a team together, like peeling for each other, talking to each other where we want to play and stuff like that. It wasn't perfect. Like they still, I think it was 3-2, but I think we were definitely the better team on that point, on that map as well.
And did you feel like that you took the lead of the game?
Yeah, for us, I mean, I have felt like we were controlling the game like since second map anyways. It was just like they get the map pick, they pick like a close map and play a fast like 2 flex TPS comp, and it should be like their map win if we were equal, but even that, like we just play counter dive again with Zarya, protect our backline, play slow. I get like 100 energy and just beam them. I felt like we were in control the entire time. It was more like the fights we lost were like patience and maybe getting split or something like that. But every time we used our brains, it was like not even close.
Okay, so just need to keep thinking. To keep the brains on every time. That must be something that we hope is going to come with time, obviously. Then last map, Eichenwalde, you played some Anomoly. What made it good here?
I think it was Kiriban, and KroxZ doesn't really play D.Va. And that just made it open. Like there's an argument that maybe first point attack is like not the optimal comp because you might just get traded, but we have Violet on Illari, just feeling it and just picking Illari, even though everybody else plays Wuyang. And we played that comp. We played that comp so many times, and they don't play D.Va, which is like the most like the hardest counter to Ana Illari. And there's no way they win in that mirror, to be honest.
Okay. So just comp diff, you would say, maybe champion pool diff.
Yeah. That's like the 2 flex supports that we have, like the advantage we have over them.
Yeah, definitely. It will be interesting to see how it goes against Twisted Minds that you'll be feeling this weekend. How do you feel before this match?
Scrims haven't been looking too promising, to be honest. We will see. There's a patch on Tuesday. We're recording this on Monday, so I don't know what. Depending on the patch notes, is gonna get better or worse. The odds of beating them. I think it's more about that we play our game and not get too scared of like them just playing their comfort comps and going fast and stuff like that, like we had against Alcatia. And the more practice we get, the easier it gets normally. I think it's if we find a comp we're comfortable on and we have solutions and we have a clear game plan before the fights and stuff, I think we can. I think we can win, honestly.
Really? That's what I wanted to listen to be honest. Yeah, you actually think you can win. That's good to know.
There's no. Why do you like? You can't go into a game thinking that you can't win. I think it's more about us and not about them. Like I think we know what they are gonna do. They have to be more worried about us because we are more of a unique type of team with unique strengths that you don't really have anywhere else in EMEA.
Do you have any message for them, the players that are watching?
Message for them? I mean, they talk a lot.
Do
honestly,
they?
like I think the problem is that they can back it up as well, but overconfidence is a flimsy shield, you know. Like it's honestly motivating playing against them in like scrims, for example, when they like I type C9 and the like match chat explodes. Like they care a little bit too much about that maybe, but it's also affecting us too. Like I think playing unofficially against Twisted Minds, knowing that we are the underdogs, is like it's more scary for them than it is for us. Especially when we start taking like a map or a round or something like that. They're not unbeatable.
No, nobody is. Nobody is unbeatable. When you think about it, nobody is. Nobody is. To end this interview, maybe Tama, nearly 25 minutes of recording. Do you have any message for the Team Vision fans?
Thank you for your support. Thanks to Vision fans. I hope you watch us against Twisted Minds on the 21st, I think. And cheers on. Thank you for your support.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tama, for this interview. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this same interview with me. Boomstocks, joined by Tama for OWTV. See you guys next time.